And we're gonna have to call this a wrap. All that I didn't put on was that cover. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Easy's Rebuilds, and I'm Easy E. Welcome to my neighborhood. So, if y'all seen the last video, we got the parts painted from Monte Carlo, the Peddle Monte Carlo that is. It's time to reassemble, put everything back together, reassemble her, or it, or the car, whatever you want to call it. Call her Cherry. We're gonna call it Cherry. Cherry Red. It's time to put her all back together. I got like the fenders mocked up, lined up. I don't know. Got to do some more fidgeting with it. But we got to get this car back, put it all together so we can get her parked on the street. Because ain't going to be no more videos after this one on the Monte Carlo build that's been sitting around the house. And I do got to get her into a shop, or maybe I might do it myself. Cut off the old resonator and put another resonator on there. I'll think about that one because she does have a hole in the resonator. That's why she's a little bit loud. The hole is in the top of the resonator. So let's go take a look and see what I got done to Cherry Red. So here she is. I'm trying to see how I'm going to tackle this, because usually when I'm not making a video, I just start slapping everything back together. This that aftermarket fender. I gotta try to make the body lines match. It's kind of hard with an aftermarket fender. The rear end is still the same. Got the spoiler on there. The bumper absorber. Pretty much nothing has happened to this car. I got this fender on. And now this fender is lining up better, because this is an OEM fender off another car. This was the blue one. But now, since I mocked up everything using the aftermarket fender, now everything is off. Like my brackets I welded under there to put the bolt the fender on is off, because now this is a OEM fender. So now I think I'm going to use some sheet metal screws and go through it and tack it into the metal. I figured out someone will use washers back there. But I got to get something back there to get that mounted to the car so it's not flapping. But those body gaps are a lot better than the ones on the other side. Got the reservoir back on. Reservoir hasn't been on this car for the longest. So when I was driving it past emissions, I had no windshield washer fluid because that reservoir was in the trunk of the car. Now she's back on here. The bumper absorber back on there. It's been in the garage for the past 2 years. So it's covered in dust. And after I figured when I would go put this OEM fender on there that is missing this tab. So I just took the one off the old one. Off the original one that came with this car, and put it on this one. And I got my body gaps looking good. So I just cut that off the other one and welded it onto this one. It is what it is. I didn't notice it was missing until I went to go put the hood on. That's why I got it propped up right now. So I should be able to put that on there and call it a day. All these bolts are still loose. But everything else is tightened down. So let's start getting this front end assembled.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows. And we're all going life, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago.
All right. I think I got the front end all buttoned up. Got the headlights in, front bumper on, fenders on, inner fenders. Still working on the bottom parts of the fenders. Trying to get these better than that. I got some wedged in there right now, so the door, it don't hit the door. So I still got to work on that. I got a gap here, but it's to be expected. I did weld all new sheet metal in right down there. I thought I had it tapered right, but I didn't. Had to start it off good, but it ended bad. And right here, I put the rear bumper on off camera because a lot of stuff I had to do. But right here, you see this little rust pocket, but I didn't know. I look on the inside, it's kind of rotted out right there, so I should have cut a piece out and welded a piece in there, so I have a nice strong mounting point for my bumper. But it is what it is. Now we still got to get the rest of the stuff back on the rear bumper, get the tail lights in. I still got to crawl up under there and get the exhaust back up there. Gotta get the fasteners back up in there. This should be done. I told she ain't gonna be a perfect car because the car did have rust, a lot of rust. I could have just pulled the motor and trans out and scrapped her, but the interior was clean. And all she needed was some tires and a lot of other stuff she needed. But she got low miles and the AC was cold. So if the car got cold AC and she run and she passed emissions, so that was no brainer. Why not try to save her? Drive her for a couple more years until she completely rust out. Or find another one from down south that has a clean body but needs an engine. Because I still got that other white Monte Carlo that I picked up that has 109,000 miles on the motor and trans. So we're going to be keeping that bad boy. But let me get started on this rear end because I do have another car I have to work on. I do have to go to work tomorrow. So let's get this popping. It's going to be real quick. And we're gonna have to call this a wrap. All that I didn't put on was that cover, which is right over here. Gotta see if I got some fasteners. There we go. Stick that cover on. Like I said, this ain't no showroom quality car, but she looks 100 times better than what she looked like when I first got her. Got those chrome tips back put on her. The inside is pretty much buttoned up. Got spare parts. Some other parts I still got to put on, the seatbelt covers. But everything is all cleaned up in the back. Still got to put the Chevy symbols back on. See, if might think about putting that Monte Carlo back on the back. The small one, or just putting the SS. But I think I like a D badge. I can put some SS badges. I'll think about it in the future. But it's all buttoned back up, except still for this area. I'll get on that another time. Gotta give her a wash, a couple of days. But that's gonna be a wrap for this build. The car has been in my background, sitting in the background for the past 2 years. The car that has so much rust on it, I didn't want to touch it, but we wanted to save it. Y'all get what I'm talking about. Didn't want to touch it, but wanted to save her. Like, she's a saver. I can drive her back and forth to work now, because she is plated. She did pass emissions. And she does have car insurance. She still needs to do a little bit more button up. Like I said, probably a wheel alignment. And the resonator put on. With all that said, so if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, still give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Share this video with your friends, family, and co-workers. Please consider subscribing to Easy's Rebuilds if you ain't already subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we release a video. Go cop you some merch at teespring.com, just like this. We take Cash App donations. We take donations of cars. And we might trade a car or two. Go follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. There's all links in the description area below. Go check it out. With all that, stay tuned and stay blessed, people. Deuces!